Most people believe Warren Buffett became one of the richest men alive because he was born different, a genius, a financial mastermind. But the truth is far less dramatic. Buffett built his fortune through a habit so simple and so boring that most people completely ignore it. No secret formula, no overnight success, just one quiet habit, repeated consistently for decades. And somehow, that habit transformed a young boy from Omaha into a billionaire respected all over the world. But here's the strange part. Almost anyone could start doing it today, yet very few people actually will. Long before private jets, billion-dollar companies, and global fame, Warren Buffett was just a quiet boy growing up in Omaha, Nebraska. But even as a child, something about him was different. While most kids spent their afternoons playing games or running around outside, Buffett became obsessed with numbers. He loved them. At only 7 years old, he borrowed investing books from the local library. Not because anyone forced him to, not because he wanted attention, but because he was genuinely curious. He wanted to understand how money worked, how businesses grew, why some people became wealthy while others stayed stuck their entire lives. And that curiosity slowly became an obsession. By age 11, Buffett bought his first stock. Most children at that age barely understand what money is, but Buffett was already studying markets, already thinking long-term, already training the mindset that would eventually change his life forever. So what exactly was Buffett's secret? It wasn't luck, it wasn't talent alone, and it definitely wasn't fast money. It was reading. Every single day, for hours. Buffett once said he spent nearly 80% of his day reading. Books, financial reports, newspapers, company filings, page after page after page. And while the world searched for shortcuts, Buffett quietly built knowledge. That's what made him dangerous, because knowledge compounds. Most people underestimate this because the results are invisible at first. Reading one book doesn't change your life overnight. Reading for 1 week won't make you rich. But over years, over decades, the effect becomes massive. Every lesson builds upon another. Every insight improves your decisions slightly. And eventually, those small improvements create an enormous gap between you and everyone else. That was Buffett's real advantage. Not IQ, not magic, just decades of accumulated knowledge. But here's what most people still don't understand. Buffett wasn't simply reading more. He was thinking differently. Today's world is addicted to speed. People want instant success, instant money, instant results. Nobody wants to wait anymore. And that's exactly why most people fail. Because real wealth is usually built slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. While most investors chased hype and excitement, Buffett stayed patient. While others gambled emotionally, he studied calmly. He understood something extremely important. The stock market rewards patience far more than intelligence. That idea sounds simple, but emotionally it's incredibly difficult. Because humans naturally crave excitement. We want action, movement, fast rewards. That's why so many people constantly jump from one opportunity to another, hoping something will change overnight. But Buffett became wealthy by doing the opposite. He stayed disciplined when others became emotional. He stayed rational when others panicked. And over time, that emotional control became one of his greatest strengths. Because investing is not only about numbers, it's about psychology. And the person who controls their emotions usually wins in the long run. Buffett often compares wealth to a snowball rolling downhill. At first, the snowball looks small, weak, almost insignificant. But as it keeps rolling, it grows larger and larger. That's exactly how compounding works. And not just with money. Habits compound. Discipline compounds. Knowledge compounds. Every hour Buffett spent reading, every mistake he avoided, every emotional decision he refused to make, slowly accumulated over decades. That's why his success looked sudden to the world, but in reality, it was built quietly over a lifetime. Most people only notice the final result, the billions, the fame, the success, but they never see the thousands of ordinary days that created it. The reading, the patience, the consistency. And maybe that's the biggest lesson of all. Extraordinary success is often hidden inside extremely ordinary habits. And perhaps the most powerful part of Buffett's story is that his strategy was never complicated. Most people simply lacked the patience to follow it. People love complicated answers, secret formulas, advanced strategies, hidden tricks. But Buffett's life proves something uncomfortable. Success is usually simple, not easy. Warren Buffett did not become wealthy overnight. His fortune was built slowly, through discipline, patience, and lifelong learning. And maybe that's the lesson most people miss. The future you want is often created by the habits you repeat every single day. So the question is not, can you become successful? The real question is, what are you consistently becoming? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more timeless lessons about wealth, discipline, and success. And remember, the best investment you will ever make is in yourself.